Hmm. Hi, everybody. This is Reve Sinclair coming to you. And I don't know. Today is November 6th, the day after the 2024 presidential election in the United States. And yesterday's election, the outcome is sobering. One of the reasons why I'm coming to you is because we should feel the reminder today and every day uh, of all that is at stake when leaders disregard health, autonomy, the rights of women and families. You know, I'm sure everybody has a variety of positions in politics and reasons for voting the way they vote. And everybody has the freedom and the right to, for now, for today. Um, but I gotta say, it's important to me to express why I supported Kamala Harris for president. And it's because she embodies a lot of the values of my company. She embodies a lot of my why. The work that she does, that she promotes, that she supports, really undergirds the reason for my organization, my nonprofit organization, my business, my for profit businesses, and just how I live my life. Kamala Harris fought for the right to safe and affordable maternal care, for protecting reproductive rights, and for equitable healthcare access. I mean, I just said a mouthful. Like those things are critical to the work that we do as birth workers. You know, Donald Trump in office, with him in office, we face the very real erosion of hard won rights. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, will we even have any of these? Like, and I'm not a doom and gloom person. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but Handmaid's Tale as a TV show and a book don't seem that far off. Like, seriously. We had a map put in front of us by way of Project 2025, and that's in a few months. 2025 is in a few months. And so I don't know about you, but when people tell me who they are, I believe them the first time. I've learned that lesson. And so I mean, I just want to just orient anybody who is doing this work to maybe get clear about why you're doing the work. Like besides making the money, besides having the beautiful experience of being with brand new families, if you're not fighting for maternal health equity, which Kamala Harris called for a nationwide plan to address the crisis, if you are not supporting rural maternal health services, which Kamala Harris did through her omnibus bill, which was working its way through Congress, if you are not ensuring equitable care for all birthing people, I'm not sure what you're doing other than making money. You know, without a supporter in the White House and in the Senate and the House, without the support of these folks, we risk a continuation, if not a worsening, of one of the highest maternal mortality rates amongst developed countries. I mean, I know as a US, we like to be on top of lists all the time, but this is not a list we want to be on top of. This goes to the core of how we grow as a culture, as a community, as an organization, as a nation, as a state. If we don't create families, then people aren't able to survive birth, then what are we doing? Who are we? So without, I don't want to get super emotional, but if you're in this work and you're not doing maternal health equity work, I don't know what you're doing other than making money. I think the second thing that really brings me some angst is, you know, what will reproductive freedoms look like? Will there be any? With the clear attack on IVF, the clear attack on childbirth control, the clear attack on Roe v. Wade. I don't know what decisions will we be able to make for ourselves. Where's the bodily autonomy? Um, Kamala Harris was a strong advocate for preserving Roe v. Wade and expanding access to safe legal abortions. D&Cs, which are procedures that if you have a miscarriage, we see the examples of people dying because they can't get a D&C, a life-saving medical procedure, when there is no fetus that's alive and viable. Like we're letting people die. And we're on the path for more people to die just because they're pregnant. And even the things that we've been hollering about, like paid family leave and, childcare support, all of that was part of Kamala Harris's platform. And it affected working families of every color, every sector, business sector. Everybody's struggling with childcare. We are birth workers. We see that. It's expensive. It's not accessible. And there's inequities even within that. I mean, we're talking about economic stability of families and safety of children, who should be our priority in this country. That feels like a distant possibility. Actually feels not possible at all anymore. And I'm not a doom and gloom person, but this wasn't even on Donald Trump's agenda at all. I'm like, at least vote for the person who this is on their agenda. Let's see if it happens. Let's work for it to happen. Let's push for it to happen. Even thinking about like the expansion of women's health, like around Medicaid or postpartum care, those changes have been life-changing for families. We've benefited as birth workers from those changes. Families have benefited. Communities have benefited from that legislation that Kamala Harris promoted. I think without the Medicaid expansion, without the postpartum expansion, I see devastating health challenges that people will face without the resources that they clearly need. So I don't know. I just feel like the stakes are really high, and the rights of women in every community, but especially in marginalized communities, those lives are really on the line. So, I guess I want to say, for folks who were supporters of this work, we lost the battle. We lost the battle last night. But we'll keep fighting. I mean, we have work to do. Like I'm going to go help a family tonight get ready for the birth. Like the train keeps moving, babies keep coming. And I think I feel like that'll empower me. I think I'm looking forward to this meeting. So, although I want to stay in the house today and I really want to just curl up, I think helping a family move towards safe birth, equitable birth, a healthy birth, and postpartum season reminds me that as humans, life will go on, our work will continue. It makes me feel like we're resilient, and mostly I think the action is like my voice, and I feel like, okay, we're not going to be silenced. I'm not going to be silenced. And I haven't done a video for a while. And I think literally I'm speaking up. I try to be very diplomatic in most situations and not be polarizing. And I think I'm just at the point where, like, if this isn't your jam, then go somewhere else. Like, you don't have to follow me. Like, Godspeed to you. Good luck to you. There's plenty of people who you can listen to. Plenty of people who you can work with and partner with and collaborate with. But I feel like, again, my question to my peers, you all are my peers in my community, if you're not promoting maternal health equity, if you're not promoting reproductive freedom, you're not promoting, family leave and sick leave and childcare support, what are you doing? You're just making money? No, it's bigger than that. It's about stabilizing families and helping families thrive, not just survive. It's basically, we help America put their money where their mouth is when it comes to, we care about children and families. Um, yeah, we're frontline defense. And I just, if, I don't know. It just feels like that we have a whole lot more fight ahead of us. Now, I got to be honest, like, while I'm not doom and gloom, I'm not really ready to have that like false optimism. I'm not there yet. It's literally just been a few hours since seeing the election results. And I just felt really compelled to come on to talk. So hopefully there's something that I shared resonated with you. If not, this is just my truth, that like I'm just at a loss. Like I'm like, what did we do? What's gonna happen to us? Like the collective us, like, yeah. What will birth look like? What will be allowed? I know one thing, even more so than when Roe v. Wade got overturned, I'm going to be really doing my work around loss work, working not just with the birthing person, because I see the birthing person might have a loss, but we might lose the birthing person as well. And so I'm really going to be honing my skills around grief support for families, because we're going to lose a lot of birthing people. I feel that we've already seen it. Last week alone, 3 women, Texas, lost their lives. 3. So, well, if nothing else, this video will solidify my followers and send some other folks packing, and I'm okay with that. While I don't plan to constantly be political, I am going to spend more time telling my truth and sharing space with folks who also need the encouragement and want to share theirs. We are stronger together, and we're going to need one another to do this work more and more, to support one another through the challenges that this upcoming or incoming presidency may bring us. So, all right, everybody, if you're feeling a little heavy today, I'm just coming on. I'm right with you. I'm in solidarity with you, and I'm working through it, and I'm just using the space that I have to share. So I'll see you out there in the field. I'll be shoulder to shoulder with you, getting the work done, and prayerfully we'll get through this. All right, everybody. I'm sorry for such a somber, or just I'm stunned, honestly. I'm just stunned. And I just wanted to come to community to share. Sometimes there's just things only we know, only we understand. And yeah, maybe this will spark some comments or questions, or a bigger discussion or a bigger movement. Maybe we need a space to have these kind of conversations about our whys and the work that we do. I think it's really clear in business, especially as a birth worker, to know why you're doing this work. I know why I'm doing this work, and I'm just sharing with you all why I'm doing this work. And so if you're following me, stay with me. I'm right there with you. And if this isn't your cup of tea, it's okay. Unfollow, go. Don't even bother to leave a comment, because I'll just delete it. I'm not tolerating or entertaining shenanigans. There's too much work to do, clearly. Okay, everybody. I do feel very strongly I'll come back with suggestions, recommendations, solutions, a community where we can get together and do this work, because we're going to need one another. We really are. Okay, till next time.